I like Explorer series. They're not my favorite SCPs. I like the regular readings. You know, the Object Class, Thomule, Damarung, you got obviously Keter, Euclid, and Safe, neutralized, terminated. These would be the types of... This guy does a little different. This is like the readout. He's giving you the whole... which I really like is -101. Some people like it, some people don't. Some people can only use that variable, and they don't really know. Doesn't register in the brain clicks the same way.
Tattletale.
So I wrote on here, time will tell, are we cool yet? Very important reason why.
As far as jobs go. Not only do you
Like a
typically
friend,
have to be
you'd
a
always want to do the right answer.
detective, you also have
So
to
you
routinely deal
do the
with
gravity
dangerous
on it, and then you
situations
ask them,
and
we
combat
cool?
scenarios.
What?
Not even getting
What?
into the fact that you're often dealing with anomalous threats.
It's
Generally
important
with little
to what'll come
information.
up here in a minute. Reading this
The
sheet of
Foundation
paper,
brings in as many
taking a look out
qualified
there,
personnel
time will
as they
tell.
can for these
There you go,
jobs,
like, well, this
regularly
is
plucked from
none of those things. The
militaries
longer you
and
spend at this
police
terminal,
forces around the
the higher
world.
chance you get
But
of a
even
SCP
still,
shooting you
they
in the
can
back of the
often
mook
get more
out.
than they bargained for.
And that's the kind of threat coming for us while somebody's reading this article of the SCP even putting it out there. And then giving you warning, you will die a terrible death. So it's like, just have an SCP shoot them. Don't even tell them that there was an SCP. Just the computer come up, file come on the o5's desk, a little Blinkety 42 light happens. And whether you tell them that or not, that happens. You could have just walked over there. Time will tell. It was an enemy of the state.
However, we should have informed all of our close family and acquaintances of our love for them and made any or all amends. And made sure that Foundation representatives are in possession of a binding and
it's just
valid
easier,
will,
DCG,
with
it's
the
just
named
easier
executor being a member of
to
Foundation
clean that
staff.
stuff up and at least say, hey, you were
Also,
cool with
we
them,
must
you
have
checked
accepted
contact
that
with them, you shake
further
hand, you had a
access to this
conversation about it.
terminal
Sorry I
will
banged your
result
wife
in
that
our
one
immediate
time. I
termination,
still need you on the
and
middle
this
floor.
termination will be
And you need me, and I won't do it again.
After logging
It's just
in to
easier that
confirm
way.
all this, we proceed
Now,
into
the truth of the
document.
matter is you can do it any way you want.
After proceeding,
The
we're given a
amends
timer counting down
is
from 28
why
minutes
I
and
wouldn't do that.
33
I might want to
seconds,
alter
along with a warning
turbulent
that
flow of
the
those
cell
things
we're
and
in,
the
along with
timeline of
personnel
all
in
things
the
that could go
vicinity,
wrong in your
has
life
been permanently
that
isolated
diverge
and
off that
contained,
beta.
with mobile task force members being notified of this location. A flashing warning tells us that a threat entity is rapidly approaching. We're then provided the
Get to the
SCP
bottom of the ledger
documentation
where the
itself,
o5's
with an
living.
item number listed only as Tattletale, and the class as
Like I said.
uncontained.
Get out here.
Only one
You
terminal
read that
is
article,
given complete
you go
access
looking
to
for
edit
information.
and read the contents of this file, and it's been air-gapped from any other networks to ensure isolation. MTF
I've already had
Epsilon
questions.
99 is to be stationed at
You
the
want
sole
one of them to
entrance
find it for
point
some reason, so
leading
they
to the
go on
containment cell
o5,
of
but
the
maybe it's a
terminal
test
once
out. That's the kind of
activated.
crazy shit they do with the
And the
Foundation.
members of the MTF are to retain significant
never know what they'll
popularity
pull.
amongst site staff, as well as remain expendable at any time.
You shouldn't use this.
The
It's
anomalous
Bernoulli,
entity
remember.
has been named procedurally
What's the real?
to limit
Go through
likelihood of
it,
hunting
Class
outside of
D.
this terminal chamber. And any attempts to communicate or discern the identity of Tattletale outside of this cell are to be immediately responded to with lethal force. Any personnel that
dangerous
wishes
getters,
to
those ones.
investigate this phenomenon or possess any interest in the entity are to be considered permanently terminated.
Well, the difference is, again, you know, you
The
get caught
entity
into things at
itself
the
is
quantum limit.
confirmed to be a
Is this
bipedal
task-assisted
humanoid
speed run?
standing
Sure.
over 2
Yeah,
meters
but
in
you
height,
can't just task
wearing
speed,
a torn
hydrogen wave
head
function,
covering
hydrogen
made
wave
from white
function,
burlap material, and a
They're not
large
the same as you
aluminum
read
zipper
that
across its
that
mouth,
article.
which serve to obstruct
Or
its physical
infinity,
features.
infinity,
The
limitless,
true name of
golden
this entity
ratio,
remains unknown
delta.
and is not to be investigated further. Instead, having
delta
a
is just a change in
procedurally
field. Could be
generated code
hot or
name
low
provided for it
and
whenever
zero.
the terminal is powered on.
Limitless is infinity,
The current
but it could be
code name
limitless
is,
in
of
the
course,
changing of
Tattletale.
one state to the next.
Tattletale
No purity is like, well,
extremely
I just
hostile and
phased
known
into
to
the break
target
room.
those who attempt to investigate or discern its
Reading that
identity,
article.
preferring recognizable, popular,
I think
and
we missed a few
prestigious
steps here on the
targets.
SAW program.
Its attack methods primarily consist of ambushing prey in isolated settings, and there are currently no known
Some boss will
methods
hand
of
you a SAW
obstructing
Jaguar
or
program. You're like, oh, thank you for
restraining
field
the
theory. I
entity from its
appreciate
target.
that. Excuse me, what?
Also, attempts to hide or relocate the target from Tattletale have been ineffective.
So you don't have general relativity.
By possessing knowledge of its existence, you consent to likely termination by the tattletale entity.
Do I have gravity done?
So far, it just seems
no.
like a combination
No,
of a couple of other similar SCPs, but